Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee, Florida. It's the Houston Cougars and the Florida State Seminoles. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Well, guys, the Cougars head coach told me before the game, he has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Houston ready to boot it deep and get this game going. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. He'll be tackled right at the 32, and a pretty good job on the return to set up his offense. Handoff from the gun. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Working that left side now. Made a defender miss. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Got his man on the right. Snags it and he's open. Oh, the quick spin move. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And the one thing the D coordinator really harped on this week was tackling the catch. They knew this guy was going to get his touches, but they had to get him down and limit the yards after catch. They're not getting it done there. They've got to do a better job in the back end of getting tackles.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Could be an alley. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did, and they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
He'll bring it out. It's Martin. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Hughes. On the move at the 30. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And I go back back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Finds his man, it's Walker. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
It'll be 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's knocked down. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Henderson. He's going to run it. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Deep shot for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Here we go, ready, jet, go.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Great play by the cornerback. And this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
They're working that left side. What a cut. Now he's loose. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll run the screen. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
He's got it on the right. They'll say he goes out of bounds, mark it at the 46.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Wide, 53, wide,
Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Makes the catch. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short.
Ready, wide 80, ready, go!
Will try to get to the marker himself. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game.
129, 129.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
Go, go.
Fighting off the defender. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Ready, go.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
I tell you got to have great timing on these out routes, and the QB and receiver had that. Quarterback put it right out in front of him. Receivers just got to be able to make the play.
12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Florida State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Wegman. Finds his man, it's Walker. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Snagged in the middle, it's Walker. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42.
Wide, 53. Wide, 53.
Wants to throw it again, and why not? He'll take a deep shot here. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Off and running. Touchdown, Cougars! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they closed the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things.
Break, let's go. Ready, go.
From the gun, the ground game. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Got it set up on the outside. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to...
It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I would love to tell you he should have gotten the first down and slid or got down, but that's not what running backs do. They're trying to get extra plays. And I know he had the first down, but he's thinking touchdown. That little bit of extra effort, you could tell, forced the turnover, forced the fumble, defense recovers.
To throw, it's Wegman. Gonna let it fly. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. It's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
And that is exactly how you draw it up, right? Hey, we're going to get this guy the ball. He's going to fumble it, but we know our own guy's going to scoop it and score and completely fool the defense. Man, that'll never happen again in a million more plays, but that's one the offense is gladly going to take.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. The Seminoles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Tight game as we start the third quarter. We'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
He'll pull it down. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up.
Makes a grab and room to run. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pressure coming, and it's a sack.
But when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Wegman. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, second and third and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more, but no question they have got to tackle better on the back end.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. The Noles have it in scoring position on first and goal.
Ready? Go, go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Noles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside. It's Hughes. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Wegman. Looking down the middle. The sure hands, it's Walker. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. And let's take a second to look at the numbers these two quarterbacks have posted. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Moving out to the right. He's going to take off. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
And the Cougars go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for a man, it's Wegman. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
First and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. Wants to throw it again. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the end zone. Fires into the end zone, incomplete.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back play zone and try to break on the ball?
A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. That leaves him with a tough fourth down situation. You'd love to just chip into the lead, but at this point, a touchdown's what you're after.
And I think it just clears up the decision-making later in the game. But I think you stay aggressive here. You try to get the touchdown. You're not going to have very many opportunities like this left in this ball game in the fourth quarter.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Here comes the heat. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Brought down inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 after that interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football.
Looking for more room. Makes it past the marker. The 50. The 40. The 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida State.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
And he puts through the extra point. Fielded in the end zone. It's straight. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. The run inside. It's Hughes.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down. They got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football. But this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Here's a throw downfield late. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football.